today is one of those fun, challenging days, but hey, we got the fun product. So I'm so sorry for the loss of sound. AirPods just went dead. So anyhow, we are back in action. Okay, so as we are continuing to go here, I wanted to hear from everybody. Make sure, give me thumbs up if you can hear me now. Sorry, we were having some problems, and now we are back. So as we're coming along. Oh, there we go. Okay, everybody can hear me now, right? I am super sorry for the inconvenience here. We are dealing with all kinds of fun challenges today, but hey, you know what? An optimist sees goodness in every kind of a challenging situation, so I refuse not to be a pessimist today. We are going to be optimal. We're going to be doing good things, and we work with it. Adversity is presented sometimes for the wrong reasons, but super excited that you all made it back. So I'm very sorry for the inconvenience. But hey, Brittany is still chilling out in mode 3. And what do you feel? She is so relaxed that she can't speak up. Now, she has a little 5-year-old boy who's rambunctious, and I know she knows how to yell, and I know she knows how to speak loud, but she is so zen that she can't.
I did turn it down a little bit.
She turned it down a little bit. So I maxed her out on the pressure so that she could understand what that's like. It was like 240 millimeters of mercury. What'd you bump it down to?
180.
She's bumped down to 180, okay? What did you not like about that pressure?
At the very end, like up here, it felt a little bit more sore than like my feet, my calves.
Didn't feel good after having max pressure. So my point to that is the reason why I put you through that was because I wanted all of our listeners to actually see it for reality, because you're new to this. This is something she didn't even know this thing existed. And so now she knows that you can use a very low level of intensity, or you can go to the extreme. So for those who are out there that are looking for the robust extreme in airing up the chambers and the motors and everything, this thing will do on a very, very high level, but it will also work at a very calming level. So you're down to 150 pressure right now. And so can you drop it all the way down to the very, very basic? So again, 24 intensity levels. So now she's at 30. So we went from 240 to 30 so that she could, and now she's experiencing the absolute minimal amount of energy. And she'll be able to tell you here in a second how that's different from everything else. We're still in mode 3. There's 4 modes. Nice job. Yep, you got it, Chuck. He's got it right. $399.99, 4 chambers, 4 modes, 24 intensity levels. Boom, boom, boom. Yes, and it shows. It does. Everybody, it shows the difference in intensities and how we're all different among our different bodies. For those who are interested, I'm located in the Indianapolis, Indiana area. My gym and wellness center is on the west side of the Indianapolis airport. I've got clients that fly in, drive in from other states all the time. So if you are wanting to find your way over to Kibit Kinetic Solutions to experience all these Lifepro devices, I have every device Lifepro's ever made. I test all of them on all of my clients. If those of you who are interested in coming over, I've had quite a few Lifepro customers come out and visit and experience the Amber Magic, whether it be through hands-on massage or whether it be experiencing a one-on-one training session on a vibration platform. But anyhow, you can be to my place in 30 minutes from the Indianapolis airport. So if you fly into Indianapolis, I arrange for transportation for you if you don't want to provide your own transportation, and we get you to my place in 30 minutes-ish, and it's just, life is awesome. I live on a 300-acre farm in the middle of nowhere, so there is 1 stoplight and 2 stop signs between the Indianapolis airport and my place. So it's a really, really calming place to be. Yes, super excited to share with all of you guys. So yeah, anytime that you guys are in the area, I know that we have one of our customers, Pat. She's staying about 45 minutes away from us today, and she's trying to hook up sometime this weekend before she travels back home from where she is located, but she's visiting a friend in the area. So if Pat is listening in, super excited, Pat, that you have reached out. But what are you feeling, Brittany?
not as much pressure. It doesn't make my legs pulsate.
Doesn't make the legs pulsate. What do you think is pulsating? Like when you're feeling that pulsation in your legs with the super high level of pressure, what do you think that is? Because you're not a medical professional, you're not a personal trainer. She's not in the wellness world at all, like professionally. She sits behind a desk all day. So what do you feel? What do you think that is? You think is that a good thing or a bad thing?
A good thing because my blood circulation.
There you go. A little bit of circulation of the blood down there, and we also get lymphatic channels opening up. So we're actually pulsing. That pulsing is a combination of circulation and the lymphatic channels really engaging in order to detox your body. So that being said, I would like to know from those of you listening in, what are some signs of detox? When you are experiencing your body eliminating waste, eliminating things that are not good for it, I would like to know from all of you what you experience from a detox level. What are some examples of detox, detoxifying your body? Oh, Charlotte, you can barely hear her because she is so relaxed. She doesn't want to talk loud because she's so zenned out. Yeah, so that's why you can barely hear her. Yes. Yep, you guys have got it. Pimples and headaches and feeling dizzy and itching and feeling not so good. Tiredness, skin breaking out. And just so you know, I've been going through some detox, so let me show you something. You see the acne here, and I got some up here because my body has been sweating with the heat and with coaching. So my body's been detoxing too, so that's why I've got some of the little blemishes going on. Increase in potty issues, yep, really foul gas. So if you are experiencing more gas and you are really smelly gas, because we all have gas, increase in bowels. Yes, Adriana, that is why your face is breaking out more. So those of you who are experiencing detox through the skin, your skin is the greatest detox organ in the human body. Your skin is actually an organ. And so when the liver is trying to eliminate toxins along with the kidneys and the adrenals, when you're using all that together, and your body can only filter so much crap out of your system in the form of bowels and urine and sweat. But when we are eliminating that waste through our skin, we get the itching neurologically, we get the pimples and the breakouts. There's a lot of different things. You can develop a rash. That is a temporary thing. So if you get a rash, that is okay. And yes, Bonnie mentioned dry brushing. That is so true. When you dry brush, you're eliminating junk in the trunk and stuff off the extremities. Yes, Belinda, quick question. Foul smelling bowel movements. Yes, absolutely. Very stinky poo makes for detox. And that can go in even if your urine smells a little off. Your urine being whether it's darker or whether it is smelling quite pungent can also be a sign of detox. Okay, so let's go ahead and change up to mode 4. What do you feel? Everything's blowing up, she says. We be blowing it up. Blow it up, blow it up. She's on fire! Nice. Now, let's say I put you in this position for a moment. And can you speak loud enough for people to hear you?
Yes.
Are you sure about that?
I will try.
She's gonna try. She's
I have a little voice.
she's so zenned out. She just is. So just so you know, her parasympathetic nervous system is like really engaging right here. So those of you who are really stressed out and you need to get your parasympathetic nervous system upregulated so that your body can detox and stress levels come down, this is automatically hacking into that system, lowering that sympathetic nervous system. So stress hormone, cortisol, adrenaline, norepinephrine, and is releasing happy hormones. So we're releasing dopamine, which is an addiction hormone. So she's going to get addicted to this. She'll be over at my house all the time. You watch. She's getting oxytocin, which is making her feel all fluffy-dovey, lovey, I love me, and everybody loves me too. And serotonin, which is a gut hormone, so it changes how the gut regulates. But it's also one of the hormones that makes our brain happy. And the endorphins, which is a natural painkiller, so we don't have to take medicine. Isn't that great? Okay, so in mode 4, when everything inflates, does it start at the feet and go upward and then all deflate so it acts like a pump still? Can you answer that question?
It's just all kind of inflating at once.
So all 4 chambers inflate all together, and then they hold. And then after they hold, then they go and they deflate. So every one of the chambers. So the 4 chambers, answer it here for me. I want to know what the 4 chambers are for those of you that are trying to win a set of these. So we've got the foot, the ankle, the calf, and the thigh. When we're in mode 4, all 4 of those chambers are inflating open, and then they're going to hold steady, and then all 4 are going to deflate at the exact same time. And it's cyclic, so you're going to inflate all 4 together, deflate all 4 together. So it's not in synchrony. It is, so we're not going from distal to proximal, and we're not going one to another. We are inflating all together, and we are deflating all together. Okay? What do you feel?
Now it's all deflating.
Now it's all 4 chambers are deflating at the same time. You got it, guys. You guys are rock stars. You guys talk about me being a rock star. You guys are the rock stars here. Love it, love it, love it. And so Brittany here, she called me because, you know, I work a lot and I share a lot of time with everybody else. Brittany contacted me this morning. She said, Amber got the day off. Can I come over and hang out at your house? And I'm like, you know what? That's not a bad idea because I've got to do a product launch today with Lifepro, and I might need a model with these compression boots. Do you mind being on social media? And she was like, oh, no, I think I can do that. So she's hanging out with me today, and in exchange, she's getting a free Lifepro treatment here. Nice. She's still so chilled out that she can't talk. She likes it.
I can see my grandma liking this too.
Yep, Grandma's in the house.
Especially like at the 30, it doesn't hurt.
It's at the 30, it's just more of a, just a little light massage, a little effleurage sensation. Okay, good. So let's go ahead and increase that pressure. Your choice. Where are you at now?
90.
Let's go up one more. Is that 120?
Mm-hmm.
So it goes up in 30 increments. So we're going to see what this feels like, how she feels different. We'll see if she goes sleepy or if she comes to life even more. I'm going to be excited to see how she moves because how many minutes are we in right now? We started at 90 minutes.
So we're at 9 minutes left.
She got 9 minutes left. And how much battery has been removed?
1.
25% of battery has been used. So she's got 75% battery left. And we're almost done with this hour-and-a-half treatment because she's been going through these treatments for an hour and a half. We've been on here for, by the time you add all of the disconnect and reconnect, we've been going for a while. So I went live right about 12:15-ish because I was running behind in my schedule and trying to get everything set up. So, what do you think?
I think I like it squeezing almost more.
She likes the pressure more. So we just went up in pressure to 120 from 30, and she's feeling more therapeutic benefit by having more pressure. So you have the option of going all the way down to 30, all the way up to 240, okay? And so 240 pressure, for those of you who wear compression stockings or TED hose because you've got neuropathy or circulatory issues, this is gonna be a great option for you to look at. So, but like I said, they're gonna sell out of these things really quick because they already had a limited supply anyways. So make sure you click on the link below to order so that you can get that pricing for the next 2 weeks because there's a good chance they're not gonna be available in the next 2 weeks, especially if I go online and order a bunch of my own for my wellness center. So I'm opening my wellness center in about 6 weeks. So people will pay to come in and actually have the boots put on them. laying around, relaxing and calming meditational space. And then they leave and go home and do their thing, but they actually just pay to come in and see me to have the boots put on instead of taking them home with them. So you have the luxury of having them at home with you when you buy a set, as opposed to having to leave your home to come and see somebody like myself or another therapist and having to pay a premium for that. So it's a good deal. She can't stop relaxing. I'm kind of jealous.
It almost feels like a heat sensation, like it fills up and it feels like
a warming. It's a warming, pulsating sensation.
And
So
when it goes down, it almost feels like a cooling sensation. That's how I would explain it.
That's a very cool explanation. I would have never thought of that, but that is just how the body cycles through. That's cool. Very good description. Okay, so let me see what other questions we've got here. Okay, yes. So standard sizing, I'm so glad you asked that question again. So standard sizing is going to be 4'10" to 5'10". I am right around 5'5". How tall are you?
5'7".
She's 5'7", so I'm the short one of the two of us. And what size shoe do you wear?
Like an 8, 8.5.
8, okay. And my daughter is 5'2", wears a size 10.5 foot, 10.5 shoe, not 10.5 foot shoe, but she wears a size 10.5 women's shoe. So like I said, we're going to be at a softball tournament all next week. We're at our nationals tournament where there's lots of kiddos running around loose playing softball. So I will be doing some lives and sharing them to the Lifepro page, but I'm going to actually have athletes paying me to set them up on this unit. I rented a hotel suite, and so when I travel to work with athletes, I kind of set up a recovery zone, like an athletic training room or a wellness space in which athletes can come in and pay a fee and rotate through between the whole body vibration platforms. If they want me to do the massage gun with them, I have my treatment table and I actually run the massage gun through their whole body in order to get them to recover quicker. Because at nationals, you want to be at the absolute best you can be, because that's where the college scouts are located in order to recruit kids to play college ball. And so you got to be at your best, but you're playing at the most intense time in your athletic career for the season, for the year. And so these kiddos are playing anywhere from like 2 games to 6 games a day, and they're doing that several days in a row. So they don't have time to recover the way that the body naturally would recover, which would be very delayed. So we are kind of hacking into the body's neurological system and promoting the body to heal much, much faster so that they can be the best they need to be when they have to be, and then they can recover more when they get home. So being in a hotel room, sleeping in a bed that's not your own, on a pillow that's not as nice as your own, being in the heat, not having access to the same kind of quality of food you might be eating at home, eating out, and playing at such a high intense level that your body just can't detox fast enough. And so when your body doesn't detox fast enough as an athlete, it doesn't perform as good. And so it takes a little bit of time to regenerate that recovery. So this is turning athletes' recovery time around from what would normally be like a 2-week recovery time to 48 hours or less. So it's very, very fast. And for the longest time, this was only available in a physical therapy or professional sports training arena. And now you can have them in the luxury of your own home for a much cheaper price than paying a physical therapist for one visit. So one physical therapy visit is going to be $300 to $500 for the first visit to be able to use these if they put them on you. And so a lot of challenges is trying to maintenance and service the connective tissue, the fascia. And so if you have something like this to do that, so that you don't have to go see somebody in a clinic or in a wellness facility, then your body just feels better and better all the time. So it's a really, really good tool to have. And like I said, I've been waiting for Lifepro for about 2 years to come out with this product. I gave Joel the idea a few years ago when we were chatting one day. I'm like, you need to come out with compression boots because I'd like to be able to buy them at a price that I can afford them. And I really can't afford the Cadillac professional end of the boots that they were using in the professional sports arenas. And they're exactly the same as these for the most part. So like I said, on this, you can't change one side to the other. You can't isolate one boot to the other boot. It's all or nothing between the 4 different modes of intensity. But the most important thing, not modes of intensity, but the 4 different mode programs. So mode is programs. The 4 different programs that are already established. But you have ultra control over which chambers, the intensity, the millimeters of mercury going in. So you can, it is a very user-friendly, management capable device that you can use and a limited lifetime warranty. So here we go. Yep. Okay. I think we're getting really close to being at the end. So let me double check my messages because I got my support crew sending me messages as needed. Okay, I've got a winner. Got a winner. Okay, drum roll, please. Dottie Kloss, K-L-O-S. Dottie Kloss, you are the winner of the Axis compression boot systems. Super, super excited for you. Yeah, what are you feeling?
It feels like even better the more it goes.
Feeling better even more it goes. Okay, so here's what I want you to do. Go ahead and stop, top right, and power off. Oh, look, her legs are actually moving because she's deflating. Okay, now, because you're not completely done deflating yet, what I want you to do is go ahead and remove the attachment from the remote. I'm actually making her do this, so she has to show all of you how easy it is. Go ahead and get your booty out of the boots. Very, very nice, very nice. And just so you know, I don't get to pick the contest winner. They send me a message from Lifepro Direct and let me know who's won, so I don't have any control over that. Otherwise, you would all be winners. Your brake system is over here. So I got the fancy chair. There we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and have you wander around. I'll take these, go for a walk, and once you get in front of the camera so everybody can see your facial expression. Feeling really good.
Yeah. My legs feel nice.
Okay, very, very cool. I'm excited for you. All right, so I'm going to move my table back over here, and then I want to show you how we put them away. Because I know you're all curious, like, okay, now that we've done the treatment, what do we do? Well, again, if you just want to hang them up on a hook where you can chillax and not have to worry about maintaining them, that's fine. If you need to use them in your facility for other people, that's fine too. You can wipe down so they open up all the way. You can wipe them down if you choose to. I would highly recommend that if you're sharing them. And in order to get them to deflate a little bit faster, we can do that. Or if you want to disassemble, then all you gotta do here on the front where we started, we just remove the clip. Remove the clip. Like I said, they send a few extra parts. I can't imagine you actually needing the extra parts. But the valves actually are attached right there, and those can be changed out if for some reason you need to. But just like that, we are completely deflated. Voila. Now, if you choose to put them back in the bag the way that they came out of the box, you can zip them up or you don't have to zip them, but they fold nice and neat. there's a compartment in the carry bag. You can carry these on an airplane, so if you want to carry them on an airplane, deflate, really good. And again, these go in the back compartment of the carry-on bag. So there's one side, okay? Let's see what they look like if I leave them attached to the hose so that you can get an idea of how much space they really do take up. This one's not completely deflated yet. If you leave it attached to the unit and you leave the unit on and running, it will deflate itself. So you don't have to do this each and every time, but it's deflating very quickly. There we go. It's kind of like deflating a pool raft, okay, or an inflatable. So we're there. It's like rolling up a tent or a sleeping bag. You just kind of milk the air out of it little by little. And then, like I said, because the one side has, oh, there we go. That's much faster. Okay, so one side has the way that the boots came is on the back side. Because if you don't want to remove the hose, then you can tuck them in like such. It's going to be really tight trying to fit both in here, but you put one boot with the hose attached to one on one side, and then you'll have to put the other on the back side, or you can just disassemble. What I would recommend you're doing, if you're not traveling with them someplace, what I would highly recommend you do is just find some place to hang them up so that you can have them handy anytime you want them handy. And again, if you didn't see it at the beginning, we have the hose here. And the hose is like four cords, and they're already peeled apart and ready based on the length. So we open up the boot. And because your remote is going to be down here, we go longest first, and we just work our way up. And then just like that, we are anchored in and ready to go. That fast. Okay? And then we close it off with the Velcro, and we're ready to go again. It's that fast. Okay? So a lot of great options. This, okay, I'm going to answer this because this is, you guys are going to laugh. Everybody asks me, what's your favorite product? Okay. Hands down, the Rumble X units are my favorite product. It doesn't matter whether it's the Plus, the Pro, the 4D, or the Max. I love all of the Rumble X platforms. Product number 2, the Axis for sure. If I had to give one up or the other, I really like that the whole body vibration platform accesses the whole body, but I also like to just relax and chill, which I don't get to do very much of. So I have to have both. So the Axis is my absolute number 2 favorite product, next to the Rumble X. So if you don't need a device, if you don't need a whole body vibration platform, and you are looking for recovery, the Axis is the go-to. And if you have both, use them together, because Lifepro has made the opportunity available for you to be able to do all these different things at home without having to have somebody working with you in a facility with a prescription. And it's all cost effective. So I hope that you all learned something today, and I hope you all had a great day sharing your time with me. Can you show how to measure hip for these again? I do not have my handy dandy tape measure. Let me see. Hang tight. Hang tight. I don't know that I have my tape measure handy. I do not have my tape measure handy. So what you're going to do is you're going to measure, so where the crease is here, so where your hip, where you can feel all those tendons right there, you're going to take your tape measure through the thigh and you're gonna come right up here on this angle, okay? So if you're above this, this is the low part of the belly, right here on this angle is gonna be where your hip measurement is. Your thigh measurement's gonna be more mid-thigh, hip is up higher. So I like to say in the crease, all right? So hopefully that answers that sufficiently, but I don't have my tape measure here, so I can't show you how to do that, so I apologize. All right, I think, okay, yes, so pointing, so right here, okay? So we're working on this angle through here because when we get the boot on, we have to make sure when we get the boot on, the boot's gonna come right to here and you have to be able to sit. So right here, down here is thigh, down here is calf, and then your foot is shoe size. So just right through here. All right, hopefully that answers that. Okay, awesome. All right, hope you guys had a great time with me today. Like I said, I'm gonna be making some extra videos, working with some athletes and some everyday people, some moms that are traveling for the softball stuff. So we'll be showing some of those live through the next week as I'm using these on the go. And again, if you have questions, reach out to us. Super excited you all joined us today. So the Axis compression boot system, 4 chambers, 4 modes, 4 different massage modes, 24 intensity levels, starts at 30 millimeters mercury, goes all the way up to 240 millimeters mercury. Normally would be $749.99. The adjusted price for Lifepro is $499.99, but for the next 2 weeks only, you can get it for $399.99. And if you click on that link below and order now, you're gonna have them really, really quick because I know their shipping is astronomically fast. They're like, always have it to your doorstep, like within two to 3 days. Sometimes I've seen people have it like within 24 hours. It's kind of crazy. If you're watching this later on and you're past the 2 weeks and you're just trying to figure out how to use these and you haven't ordered a set yet, if you do need a discount code, you can look for Amber10. Just type in Amber10 if applicable. You can use that for any kind of product we have if you're needing a discount code. So thank you all so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.